And look how spammy this thing is. The opponent, oh, I would be so mad if I was this guy. I would be so mad. And again, doing double super effective damage with the mud shots and super effective with the weather ball. The opponent switches into a shadow victory bell. Wow. I never could have imagined this team composition. It's so creative. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shrady and welcome back to the channel. So, 2021 is finally here. I know that I'm a little bit late to this. I know it's in like the middle of January, but the good news about this is that winter will soon end and my seasonal depression will end, finally. And my regular depression will begin. I can feel you hitting the dislike button. Okay, so now that I've sufficiently embarrassed myself, let's talk about some Pokemon stuff. That's what everybody's here for, right? Now, I know that some content creators are probably going to beat me to the punch on this one, but I still want to take a look at this Pokemon. It definitely looks like it's got a considerable buff. So Weather Ball, Water-type Weather Ball, was added to Politoed's move pool. Normally, you would run Surf in that spot, but Weather Ball... it's just an overall better move. Weather Ball is one of the best moves in the game in my opinion. It's got a very low energy cost for how much damage it does, and you can get to it very, very quickly with Mud Shot, like insanely quickly. So his Politoed, oh by the way, these battles were submitted by btwajda, aka I Am the Liquor.
I need to go and get the wheelbarrow. Come back and do some ground around here, okay, bud?
Mr. Lee, I don't understand anything you're saying.
So thank you again for submitting battles. He's been featured on the channel before. So he's using a Politoed that has Blizzard. Now you can also opt to run Earthquake in that spot, but Earthquake is going to cost you an Elite Charge TM. So that's up to you. So let's take a look at his team. He's got Politoed in the lead with Mudshot, Blizzard, and Weather Ball. I just said that. And then he's got Tropius with Air Slash, Leaf Blade, and Aerial Ace. And then Defense Deoxys, I'm assuming, as his safe switch with Counter, Thunderbolt, and Rock Slide. So, Rock Slide did get a nerf, but honestly, it doesn't seem like it really made that much of a difference. But I am curious if anybody has an idea of how much the difference is between Razor Leaf before nerf and after nerf. I know that it does one less damage, so is it even a substantial, you know, like, does the Grass Hole team still seem overpowered is my question. I haven't run into one yet, so anyway, let's take a look at his battle series. Going up against Tokun. Alright, Politoed into Toxicroak. This is pretty good because you can do super effective damage with the mud shots, and you're going to outspam the Toxicroak. You get to, like, look how quickly he's getting to Weather Balls. That's insane. So he times his throw as soon as the opponent gets to a charge move and forces them to shield. And it looks like they're building up to the Sludge Bomb at this point. So he's just going to be spamming out these Weather Balls very, very quickly. Let's see how much damage it does. Okay, so that's a pretty good amount of damage. And then he switches into his defense form Deoxys. He got a lot of damage off, and the opponent switches into an Obstagoon. This is actually pretty good for defense Deoxys because you do double super effective damage with the counters, and Night Slash really doesn't do that much. So he's going to go ahead and throw before the Obstagoon gets to another Night Slash. It only takes 5 counters to get to a Night Slash. So that takes out the Obstagoon. A smart play on the opponent's end by letting that go. And then he's going to come in with the Toxicroak and probably... Okay, he's going to shield it, and it was a Sludge Bomb, so that would have almost KO'd. And now he's going to be going for the Rock Slide. Even though this is resisted, it should be taking out the Toxicroak. So he is absolutely styling on this guy. What's in the back? It's a defense form Deoxys, so this is fine. He still has 3 Pokemon left. And he decides to go for the Rock Slide, I think probably because the opponent is about to get to their Thunderbolt, so that's probably going to be taking him out. Yes, perfect timing, and he happens to win the CMP, so that's pretty fortunate. That was a Rock Slide, so never mind. Alright, that's actually kind of smart on the opponent's end, so they can get some extra farm. He's going to be coming in with the Politoed and going Weather Ball in this matchup here. I think Weather Ball is probably the more energy efficient play. It gets stab on it, and like I said, it's just an overall very good move. Alright, so he's trying to catch on the Tropius. You know, this is fine. Rock Slide does super effective damage, but Tropius is he's a bulky boy. He can handle it. Pretty much just going to Air Slash down at this point. Going to eat another Rock Slide. No problemo. So, yeah, this is over. This is over. Yeah, that guy got, yeah. Politoed kind of shat on that guy's team. So very well played. So there are only 5 battles in this set. Well, obviously, but I'm only going to be doing a 1-set video for this, unfortunately. But if I have enough time, / if you guys are super duper lucky, I might put out a second video today. So if you'd like to see a second video, smash like, smash the like button, and maybe that'll, telepathically tell me. Never mind, I'm not going to do that. Alright, so anyway, he picks up a very positive lead against a Sebastiano, and they switch into a Razor Leaf Tropius. Wow! A Bastion and a Razor Leaf are on the same team. What are the chances of that? Wow. So this is a very dominating match for Air Slash Tropius, as the Razor Leafs are resisted, whereas Air Slash is super effective. So the opponent's going to be getting to their first Aerial Ace here. That's going to be doing super effective damage. Obviously, flying types do not resist flying, but Grass does take super effective from, and that's why it's super effective there. Alright, so the opponent's getting to another charge move, but this is probably just a Leaf Blade. I don't think they would have had time to get to an Aerial Ace. Alright, so it gets the farm down, and oh, okay, it looks like he's probably expecting the other Razor Leafer to come in, which is why he went for the Aerial Ace there, but that's okay. Aerial Ace is double resisted, whereas Leaf Blade is neutral, because Rock takes super effective from Grass, and then Steel resists, so it ends up being neutral. So he's going to get farmed down by Smackdowns, which are super effective here. He's going to be coming back in with the Politoed. And again, doing double super effective damage with the Mud Shots and super effective with the Weather Ball. The opponent switches into a Shadow Victory Bell. Wow. I never could have imagined this team composition. It's so creative. Stop using this fucking team. Alright, so anyway, he's going to switch into his Defense Deoxys, and this is really rough here. Obviously, every single time you run across a Shadow Victory Bell, they double shield it. Every single time. So he's going to shield, and then the asshole goes for an asshole acid spray. So he's going to be getting to 2 Rock Slides here. He's so lucky. Like, if he doesn't snack these back-to-back, then he loses this game. So he's got to go for back-to-back Rock Slides, and he's able to get it. Very nice, very well played here. So this Rock Slide's going to be taking out the asshole, and then the, the other asshole is going to come back in. He's doing double super effective damage with the counters. This is absolutely fine. All he has to do is shield this thing and go for 2 Weather Balls here. Weather Ball hits for super effective damage, so this is GG. And hey, buddy, stop running that team. It's not fun. It's literally, how can that possibly be fun? That's my question. I just don't understand how it could be fun. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm playing the game wrong, Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. But, usually when I play a game, I like to have fun. Hey guys, I'm running my Bastion double Razor Leafer team. You want to know how I do it? Holy crap, I won. That's insane. I won another one. 5-0. Alright, so picking up... Oh my god. Alright, it's starting to piss me off, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's beautiful. Everything's wonderful. Okay, so this time, the opponent switches directly into the Shadow Victory Bell. You can pretty much run this team any way you want. It doesn't matter how you do it. It's the same exact thing every single time. Alright, so he's going to be letting this come through. It actually was a Sludge Bomb. Most people do not run Sludge Bomb on their Shadow Vic. This is real rough. Okay, this is bad. So he's going to have to take out the other Razor Leafer with just his Defense Deoxys. Hoof. Okay. But what? Okay, the opponent... Okay, maybe they have like Venusaur or something and they're worried about Psycho Boost. That's the only thing I can think of, because this is a good matchup for Defense Deoxys here. Defense Deoxys, again, is doing double super effective damage with the counters, because Steel and Rock both take super effective from fighting. And he is going for the farm down. The opponent comes in with their other Razor Leafer. Didn't see what it was, but it is not a partial poison type, so let's see what it is. It's Blossom. Okay, so they're running the Home Slice Henry version of this team. Home Slice Henry might have used this team, and I might like Home Slice Henry, but I still don't agree with his choices. And he had lost his way at that point. Home Slice Henry had lost his way, but he's found his way back. So I suggest you all take, care of... I don't know what I'm trying to say. Just don't use the team. It's stupid for everybody. Alright, so he's going to be shielding the Leaf Blade. That'll be doing a ton of damage. He's going to be over-farming just a bit. He is taking super effective damage from the Razor Leaves. Obviously, that's, water types do take super effective from Grass. And he's going to be able to... Oof, that's rough because he's almost dead here. Alright, so the Bastion... How much health does this Bastion have? I know it has some energy. I'm pretty sure it has energy. Okay, never mind. It's dead. Okay, very nice. Okay, so able to beat 2 Razor Leaf teams in a row. It looks like maybe that Razor Leaf nerf actually did play a part in making the Razor Leaf, double Razor Leaf team a little bit worse, because both times he was able to get to 2 Rock Slides on his Defense Deoxys. I feel like before the nerf, I feel like that was harder to do. Alright, so picking up a lead, positive lead, and the opponent switches into an Azon Bomb. Baril is going to come in with this Tropius. The problem with this matchup against an Azumarill is Ice Beam hits for double super effective damage. So he's going to go ahead and shield the first Ice Beam here. It does not KO, so that's something to consider. He's farming up to 2 Leaf Blades, and it looks like he might be going for back-to-back, or maybe doing a little bit of over farming after the second one. Let's see. So that, okay, he's going for back-to-back. I really like being able to go for back-to-back charge moves. I wish I knew how to do it better, because I feel like most of the time when I do it, it's just like, you know, they get like 10 Dragon Breaths in while I'm throwing the second one. Alright, so Ice Beam coming through, that does a lot of damage as you can see, but that's fine. He's going to be over farming here, counting to 5 bubbles, and then throwing back-to-back Leaf Blades if the opponent decides to shield. If they decide to shield, it's going to be a mistake on their part. Okay, very nice. And the opponent comes back in with the Alolan Marowak, and he switches into his defense form Deoxys, and here comes the Meganium. Okay, so this is a pretty neutral matchup all around, but Rock Slide did get nerfed, so it's going to be a little bit worse. As you can see, Meganium's a pretty tanky. One of the tankiest grass types out there, if not the tankiest. Maybe Superior is a bit tankier, but either way, he's going to be shielding the Frenzy Plant because that'll be doing a ton of damage. Meganium is very powerful, mainly not just because of its bulkiness, but because Frenzy Plant is one of the most overpowered moves in the game next to Hydro Cannon. So he's shielding, and then if the opponent goes for an Earthquake here, I think Frenzy Plant, I mean, I know Frenzy Plant is the more, energy efficient way to go, and he's not able to get to the next Rock Slide, so he's going to be going down here. So maybe he can get to, okay, the Tropius is still alive, and I think he has a charge move loaded, if I remember correctly, but he almost has a charge move loaded, and he does a very nice switch. One Fire Spin would have taken him out, but he switched fast enough that the Tropius did not go down. See, these are some professional plays right here. This is stuff that I wish I could do. Alright, so he's got a really dominating matchup here, because obviously the Weather Ball does super effective damage, and the Fire Spins are resisted. So Weather Ball coming through, and now he's going to overfarm just a little bit. Unfortunately, overfarmed a little too much, unless this is a Bone Club. Let's see. Yeah, it's just a Bone Club, so now he can actually overfarm a little bit more, but unfortunately it was a CMP tie, but that's fine. No big deal. This Weather Ball is going to be taking him out, and then the Grass type's going to be coming back in, and he's going to be able to get to this Surf. I don't think this KOs, but maybe a couple more Mud Shots will. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. It would have been dangerous if he didn't have a charge move there, because he would be at risk of getting farmed down, but he did. Alright, going into the last battle here, going up against Tom Japan. Did they name the country Japan? Did they name it after Tom Japan? Alright, picking up a lead against Powder Snow. Alolan Ninetales, this is a pretty good matchup here, because the Ice type moves are resisted. The opponent switches into an Umbreon, and, Tropius, I guess? I mean, yeah, I was thinking, yeah, okay. So this is, again, a pretty neutral matchup. These are two very bulky Pokemon that are going to be going at each other. Neither one of their charge moves hits very hard. Foul Play. They're both good moves, though. Leaf Blade and Foul Play, probably, very, very good moves. But I actually don't know who is favored to win this. I'm assuming it's pretty neutral, but maybe Umbreon is favored because Umbreon can out-spam Tropius. We will find out here. So I think the opponent is over-farming a little bit. Probably going for back-to-back Foul Plays here. So yeah, no need to shield because it really doesn't do all that much. And am I just wrong about Umbreon out-spamming Tropius? Because it really seems like Tropius is out-spamming Umbreon here. Maybe because Leaf Blade has a lower energy cost. They went for, is that our last resort? Yeah, they went for a last resort because they could only get to one charge move, so just going for the heavier hitting move. And then they come back in with the Alolan Ninetales to farm down with double super effective damage. And then the opponent, he switches to avoid getting farmed down, and the opponent goes ahead and throws a Psyshock at the Politoed here. I'm assuming there's something that doesn't want to see this Politoed in the back. Because they're staying in here, and this is a good matchup for Politoed because the Powder Snows are resisted, and the Ice type Weather Ball is also resisted, so they have to go for Psyshock, which I think Psyshock and Weather Ball have the same energy cost, so it doesn't really matter that much. But he's going to be overfarming. Unfortunately, overfarms a little too much, and another Psyshock's going to be coming through. Oh, okay, maybe Weather Ball is a lower energy cost. Alright, so the opponent comes in with the Swampert. That's why they came in with the Alolan Ninetales, because Swampert has a worse matchup here. Because Swampert takes neutral damage from Water-type moves, whereas Politoed is going to take resisted damage from the Hydro Cannons. But the Politoed is low enough at this point that a Hydro Cannon is going to do it. And look how spammy this thing is. The opponent... Oh, I would be so mad if I was this guy. I would be so mad. Yeah, that's an insanely good sack swap right there. I think, like, honestly, you kind of have to do that because Defense Deoxys has a really bad matchup here as well. And now he's going to be over farming here. They get to the charge moves at the same time, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong about that, but so Weather Ball is going to be coming through. He gets the last shield, and he's able to get to another Weather Ball here. That is huge. This opponent looks like they're over farming way too much. But yeah, Defense Deoxys has a really bad matchup against Mud Boys because the Thunderbolt and the Rock Slide are both resisted. So the opponent comes back in with their Ninetales to get absolutely, you know, played like a fiddle. So that was a pretty convincing set. I'm looking at Politoed and thinking, you know, I would love to build this Pokemon here. I actually tried to build this Pokemon, and then, you know, I don't have any Stardust because I used it all on some other stuff. But some of that other stuff is coming to a video soon. Alright, so picking up his weird looking ghost jellyfish thing and grabbing he's registering it to his Pokedex. This must have been right when the patch first came out. Not too great stats on that, but that's okay. We'll get some more. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate leaving a like down below. And if you're new to the channel and you're still watching the video, I post every single day except for Sunday around 10 a.m. Eastern. So if you enjoy the content, genuinely, if you enjoy the content, I really appreciate it if you subscribe. It's a huge help to the channel, and I welcome everybody in here. I really love this community that we've been building here. So I thank you all for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Shout out to my patrons: NZ Tech Freak, Grizzinator, Northstar7620, Daniel Sheldon, Clapton Caveman, Silver and Fortuna, Cleric, Owen Mulvaney, Moach, Joseph Cahill, Lana Pierce, Owen Jones, Zaplatinsky, Aeon, Critters, TVDL, Kelzam, Rain SSB, and Kareem Madat. Thank you guys so much.